Welcome, welcome, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. I thank you so much for all that you do to help me grow this space because I believe that what I do is needed and is helping people and is changing lives. And I do want to change more lives. So thank you so much for helping me to do that. So today I want to talk with you about divorcing the idea that fear is a bad thing. So many times I talk with people, especially in the coaching space, and they're so fearful of different things. So I want to ask you, when you see the word fear or experience the word fear, is it saying to you, it's time to face everything and rise? Or is it saying to you, it's false evidence appearing real? Which perspective are you looking at? Today, I really want you to look at it and rise, right? Because fear, I believe, I know it's something I practice, I've come to learn and embrace that fear is my friend. Yes, y'all. Fear is my friend because I have a few people that can speak into my life and encourage me and point things out in my life that I may not see. And they may be hard things for me to hear, but these people, they have the right to tell me these things. Do you have such a person in your life? And if you don't, you do need that because fear is your friend. And fear, when you experience fear, it is telling you something either you don't want to know that you need to know, or that you need to fix and you don't want to fix it, or that you need to hear or experience. So fear is play those roles for you. Fear is a fixer. It helps you to fix things, right? If you have been dating the same person just with a different name and you're not getting anywhere, the result of that is a disaster. It's just awful. You're just not getting anywhere. And so the next time you want to step out, you get fearful. Fear is saying to you in that space, check in. Check you, check how you're showing up, check what's going on with you and see what you need to fix so that you show up, so that you don't, again, attract the wrong person to you. I'm working with a client right now that is really focusing on that space of dating and want to attract a better person in their life. So I said, you attract who you are. So if you're giving off certain, vibration or certain energy, you're going to attract those kind of people. So it's important that you know that fear is telling you there's some things in your life that you need to fix, right? And that's where I come in as your coach and as your tour guide to get on the journey with you and help you to address those things. Fear is also your fuel. I remember before I started public speaking and learning how to, speak in front of an audience, I used to be so afraid. I practice at church and I practice at different spaces that I, would go to different networking events or what have you. But, I knew I needed to really be laser focused and find an environment where I can lean in and learn the skills of how to push past my fear when I was speaking and not let the paper shake and my knees are shaking and doing things that's distracting because I'm so fearful. And I went to Toastmasters, and that was such a blessing for me. I had a mentor, I did a lot of practices. And even though I went through all of that and had opportunities in the coaching space when I was getting trained to speak and to deliver, believe it or not, I still get a little nervous. But when I get nervous, I realize, yes, it's saying to me that, okay, this space is new and different. You don't know who's in the audience, but I get centered and I get quiet and I breathe. It's important to have a ways or a few ways that you help to manage your fear. You can never get rid of fear, but you can manage it. So how I manage it, I count backwards from 100 or from 10, depending on what's going on. I breathe, I smile, or I do one of those poses and, just do stuff to just get me excited and get out of, shift my mindset, right? So you may do something that helps you to manage fear. And fear is an indicator that, maybe something need to change, you need to work on certain things. especially like for me with the public speaking. I knew that I had to practice, 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 and it helped me to manage. So I have to know my topic, know what I'm talking about. If it's someone that I meet for the first time and I want to pay a compliment or ask a favor, and maybe they're a superstar, maybe someone that I've never met, but they're up there. There may be someone that I admire, and you may get a little, feel the nerves a little bit, and that's okay. It's saying to you that, you know what, you're about to do something different. You're stepping outside your comfort zone. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to visit a group of women. They were in a Bible study, and I walked in, and it was like a whole long table, about 20 people, somewhere there. I might be off a little bit, but and I walked in and I thought I was late because the time changed and I didn't get the memo. So I walked in there and I realized I didn't feel afraid. I didn't feel anyway, even though I've never met any of these people before. I walked in there because I was comfortable. I'm now comfortable walking in any room, being myself, because I now know myself. I understand myself. And I know that if I were to feel fear, it's telling me that you're here to learn something new, something different. You're here to share. You're here to connect with people you've never met. So fear is always teaching you something. So it's important that you look at fear from the correct perspective and know that fear is your friend, and fear is your fuel to tell you to push past it, to keep going, to get out of your comfort zone and do that thing that you feel you don't want to do, but after doing it, you will feel so much better, and it will get a little bit easier for you the next time and the next time after that. Fear is your fix. It is telling you need to work on some stuff. You may need to have a hard conversation with your lover, your friend, your significant other, your husband, your spouse. And what you can do in that space is make a note of three important things, or maybe one thing. Just tackle that one and just move through that. Don't have a whole long list, so it makes you overwhelmed. So it's important to understand that fear is your friend, and in order for it to be your friend, you have to learn to manage it. You can't get rid of it. If you're alive, you will always feel fear at some point in your life. And here's the thing that I also want you to know. When you make a mistake, or if you fail at something, realize that's information is giving you, saying to you, this way didn't work. Maybe you want to try that way or another way, or get help, someone to help you to get through it. Failing at something is not an end all be all that you should never try. It is saying to you, get up and start again. Dust off your pretty little knees and keep moving forward. I have a mantra that I live by and I teach people, and it's one of my favorite John Maxwell books, Fail Forward. What that is saying to me is to look in the eyes of fear or failure and say, you know what, comes what may, I am going to pull the lessons and I'm going to move forward. So I want you to make a commitment to you today and make a decision and divorce the idea that fear is a bad thing. Fear is not a bad thing. It's an excellent thing. And I want you to know that if you start looking at fear differently, it will show up differently for you, and you will get great results from looking at fear from the right perspective. I am your coach. I am your teacher. I am your tour guide. I am your sister. And I would love to get on the journey with you to help you push past fear and accomplish your goals. If this is serving you, do let me know. Like and share this channel. I do appreciate you doing that, because I want to get to as many people as possible that need to hear this information. Have a great day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.